All right, guys, so welcome to the review. Today we're going to show you the Juggernaut HD from BikTrix. We've had this thing for a little while, so this is the long-term review, I'm going to call it. It's been about a year. We've put a few hundred miles on it, and it's been holding up to everything we've thrown at it. So check it out. Juggernaut HD from BikTrix. There it is. Tale as old as time. The real deal versus the steel deal. The old horse versus the new. If you guys haven't seen it yet, look at Gambler really likes this thing. If you guys haven't seen it yet, this is the Juggernaut from BikTrix. This is the Juggernaut HD. I've had this bike. We've had this bike for almost a year now, and we've put some miles on it. We're looking at 274, basically 275 miles on this thing. And we use it a lot to go around with the horses and just travel all around the farm. It's a 5-acre farm, so walking is not always the easiest thing, especially when you have to go back and forth between the barn and the house 20 times a day. Makes life a lot easier. Carla uses this thing at least 5 times a day. So this bike has been put through its paces. We don't clean it. I don't maintain it. The only thing I've done is sprayed off the chain once in a while just to keep it from any kind of like real rust from forming. But you can see, I mean, it is dirty as dirty can be. That's sand. Just crunchy, nasty sand all over this thing. I have not been taking care of this. We've gone through puddles deeper than this. The water sometimes submerges the crank.
And it has almost 300 miles on it.
Yeah, 275 miles. And it just keeps going. Now these snowshoe XL tires are really good. You can get these with different options. You can get different size wheels and tires. In my opinion, this is the best combination. This is the original combination that the HD comes in. And it's a really useful tire. Off-road, no problem, goes everywhere. You can see she uses it, she carries stuff right here, and it's just scratching up everything. I mean, this thing is getting hammered. They were not being nice to it.
I can't imagine living here without that.
Yeah.
It's the most useful thing that we have.
Yeah, it's very, very useful.
And it's Gambler's best friend. He follows it on all the trails.
That's right. If you guys have horses, this thing is basically a small horse. We call it the tin pony, and Gambler loves it, as you can tell. So BikTrix. Gambler says buy one, yeah. Endorsed by Gambler. BikTrix has been selling these for quite a few years now, and I have not heard any bad stories about them at all from other owners as well. We did a full review of this thing, when we first got it, and we weren't sure how it was going to hold up. But I can tell you right now, every component of this bike is original. There's one thing that I actually had a problem with, and it's my fault. Like I said, we haven't taken care of it at all. The battery charging slot, the little plastic thing fell off, the little rubber thing came off. I think I even ripped it off because it was never, it was always like flopping, and it got wet in there. So I went ahead and just disabled that, and I put my own charging lead on it. But that's it. Other than that, it's pretty standard. Bafang stuff on here, works really well. This thing does about 25 to 30 miles per hour as is. Full charge lasts a rough, I'm going to say a rough 40 to 50 miles if you're going straight and flat ground. We charge this thing once every week, maybe every 2 weeks. And it's just been great. Absolutely great. I'm going to ride it around the farm a little bit. I'm going to show you how easy it is to ride because I'm going to ride it one-handed. And you can see for yourself just what this thing does. So we power this on. We're ready to go. Now this has pedal assist, so you can pedal it and it'll assist your pedaling, or you can just use the thumb control and just go. So you can see, this farm has some terrain. We'll go up this little hill. No problem. And you can use the transmission as well. So there's absolutely no trouble at all. This bike can just go anywhere. It's the best. Top speed in the low gears is like 16, 17 miles per hour. But I mean, it just cruises over terrain. And this has the rigid suspension. If you get one with the front fork, with the shock fork, it's going to even be better. But I don't even think it's necessary, honestly, considering how well these tires do over everything we have here. I mean, remember, I'm one-handed right now. I'm going to hop over this. Hope I don't crash. No problem. Look at that. No problem. And those are railroad ties. That's not like little stuff. It runs over everything. No problem at all. So, if you've got a farm, if you're a hunter, or if you're just a casual off-road rider and you just want to have a great multi-purpose, do-it-all off-road solution, give this thing a shot. You will not regret it. The other thing we got on this too is it has the Armageddon light. The headlight is really, really bright. Comes on at night. But man, this is a big upgrade. And we can go anywhere. It barely uses any battery life at all. Just an awesome solution. I put a memory foam seat pad on it because I'm an old man and I like comfort. But the factory seat is not bad. And it's not wearing or having any problems. Every component on this thing has been standing up so far. I really love the luggage rack. Really easy to use and really useful. So that's the basic update on this thing. It's just a fantastic electric bike. It's the best way to put it. Now you guys know I have the Sur-Ron, which is a much faster, but it's not a bicycle really. That's more of a motorcycle. But this is a real bicycle, and the battery's right here, as you can see, 48 volts, 24 amp hour. It does the job. Great components all around. Tektro brakes, you can see, and they standing up really well. No problems at all. I'm thoroughly impressed with this entire bike. BikTrix Juggernaut HD. You won't regret it.